Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrade.com. It is Friday, the 10th of May. This is your weekly recap. It's going out early today as I'm taking a half day and some rest time for me. If you want to join us, please come over to smartoptiontrading.com. Click on live trading alerts. You can join us in our live trading room in Discord. So let's talk about the week that was here on the SPY. And it's been a very quiet week. And by that, I mean volume has been at historic levels, low levels here. Even you think about it, we're struggling to get above 40 to 50 million shares a day. You can see today on Friday, it's about 11:30, not much better. That said, the general grind has been up. We've talked about this in the room now, came down, put our low in, created a series of higher lows. We created a W pattern here. We triggered it, we got above, and we've left a couple open gaps behind. And here we are, got $2 away from all-time highs today before we reversed on a bad Michigan consumer sentiment number. So consumers weakening and inflation expectations went up. So this provides the stage as we go into next week. Next week, earnings are slim to come by, mostly China names and some retail players. But we do have PPI on Tuesday and CPI on Wednesday. Those are huge inflationary numbers. And you can see the market here just not far off the all-time high, still well above the 8-day. And all we did here at 11:30-ish, come down and fill this gap and push back up. So, nothing particularly bad going on there. On the Qs, similar type action, just not quite as strong. The IWM, which was looking good, came back down. We talked about on Sunday, had two gaps to fill, one below, one above. It filled the upper one. It left this one behind. So that one's gone there. Energy, which had a nice day yesterday coming in. The financials have been the clear leader in this market. You can see this nice big move up here in the XLF, barely down today. Goldman Sachs, yet another all-time high today. This thing's not even getting to the 8-day. Morgan Stanley broke out, coming in a little bit here, but also broke to a 52-week plus high. JP Morgan, a big candle yesterday, elevating today, gap and go right into the all-time high there. Wells Fargo pushing back up. You get the idea. The banks have been incredibly strong. The semis, nice push here today, breaking above this range and pushing back up. It was Taiwan Semi that got that going today with that big, big number. For you're not paying attention today, Taiwan Semi put out their monthly report on sales, and the sales were through the roof. And that bodes well for everything. And you have a nice move here, your all-time high at 158.40 up there. Remember, pretty much every semiconductor has guided down for Q2, but I'm wondering if they're all sandbagging a little bit. NVIDIA gave us a nice big trade this morning before coming in. A lot of us caught that with next week's 9:30 calls. Came back in, but holding in just fine here. We're still over a week and a half away from earnings there. AMD had a nice little push up here as well, got to the 21-day where it got rejected again. And this is what you need to learn to do, guys. Learn when a name's weak. You see the red line? 21-day. Once we got below it, rejected, 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 rejected. It's telling us it's still in a weak phase. ARM had a nice move. Earnings were not so great, but they were good enough. They bought them back yesterday, and they're right back up here. This market's showing a lot of strength. Apple continues to trade in a very frustrating way, but not far off of the highs here and holding in fine since earnings. Microsoft, some relative strength today. I like this one above 415. Amazon hit a new all-time high this week, pulled back, still above the 8-day. Google kind of just chopping around here on the 8-day. You get the idea. A lot of that going on here in the markets. And, they're buying a lot of names back. DDOG, bad earnings, they're buying that back. UPST, disastrous earnings, they bought all that back. Same thing with Four. So you have a market here that's looking for places to go, is looking for things to buy. That said, we have two big inflation numbers next week. I'll get some charts out to you, I think, on Sunday morning. To everybody, all the mothers out there, very happy Mother's Day to you. And to everybody else, enjoy a nice weekend. Guys, I'll see you back in the room 9 a.m. I'll leave my screens up for you guys in the meantime. Everybody have a good one.